Hello and welcome to Carmen Miller's Talk of the Town, Carolinas. I'm your host, Patty Mercer, here with Jeannie Williams, Eric Morrison at the Piedmont Medical Center's EMS headquarters to learn and share what we all need to know when it comes to carbon monoxide poisoning. Your foundation comes from a place of love and a personal connection. Tell me about the Jeffrey Lee Williams Foundation.
Yes, Jeffrey Lee Williams Foundation is named in honor of my son Jeffrey, who passed away in 2013 in a hotel in Boone, North Carolina from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Carbon monoxide poisoning can overcome so quickly. In fact, you were affected as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did not knowing that that's what was happening. I became unconscious and was unconscious for about 12 to 14 hours.
What led up to where you stayed and why you were there and maybe the room that you were in?
Right. My daughter was at a science camp, and Jeffrey and I were going up to pick her up, and we were to meet her the next Saturday morning from camp. And so I went online and booked the hotel, and we checked in, and we picked that particular room, or that particular hotel, because Jeffrey liked to swim, for indoor pool, and we thought that would be a fun little mini vacation. That night, Jeffrey had taken a shower, and I told my husband that we were checked in the room and set, and we would call him the next morning once we picked up Brianne. Jeffrey finished his shower, and then I went in the bathroom to
just a typical outing.
Yep, just to wash my face.
Mother and son.
Yep, and get ready for bed. And as I was in the bathroom, that's when I started to feel ill. And I closed the door. I thought maybe it was just I had an upset stomach from dinner or something, but I closed the door, and then that's when I passed out. And then when we didn't make it to camp the next day, that's when, after several different phone calls and so forth, they discovered us in the room, and Jeffrey had already passed away, but I was unconscious.
I can't even imagine. Mm-hmm. And to have the courage and the strength to continue to talk about this message in hopes of helping another person, another family not lose their life. I mean, all of this happens so quickly.
The best way to know if there's carbon monoxide in the space is with the carbon monoxide alarm. So if there's any type of source in the home or the building, there needs to be a carbon monoxide alarm to know for sure whether there's a leak.
This hotel you were staying in, what did they determine was the source for the leak?
It was the hot water pool.
So it was a faulty hot water heater
for the pool, yes.
Of course, from this you have co-founded the Jeffrey Lee Williams Foundation. What is the mission of your foundation?
Our mission is to bring awareness, and I know people think, oh, awareness, that just doesn't sound like much, but when you hear people talking about it, or like mainly on our Facebook page and Twitter, we just throw out all the different stories so people are aware how often it happens.
Tell me about the relationship between Piedmont Medical Center and the collaboration effort here in York County.
Right. Well, 2 years ago, roughly, we wanted to do something for York County, and we wanted to do something really big for York County. The community did so much for us after Jeffrey's passing that I just wanted to do something big. And so we thought, okay, let's provide carbon monoxide alarms to all 18 fire departments. Let's provide them and the EMS departments with always-on monitors, and let's also add another little layer with the RAD 57, another diagnostic tool that's even, I guess, the icing on the cake. Okay. I guess you got.
The cherry on top.
Yeah, it's a very, very great piece of equipment for the first responders.
How important is it that you be prepared for the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning?
Sure. That's the challenge of our job, is trying to prepare for all those eventualities that you can walk into. Some of them, with all the equipment back here, we've been prepared for, and we could respond to them when we notice them. The thing about carbon monoxide is that because it is odorless, colorless, tasteless, you don't know it's there. And so, as we've discussed on other occasions, this is so hard to recognize when it's carbon monoxide poisoning and not the flu or a stomach bug or any of those other things that make you feel kind of along the same symptoms. And so that's where something like these always-on monitors are going to be so valuable for us.
This is something that you would wear on you.
Well,
correct?
So what we're actually going to do with these, because the Jeannie Williams Foundation has been awesome, has given us a bunch of these. We don't have enough for every person to wear them, but what we'll actually do is we'll actually attach them to this blue bag, which we take in with us on every call. And that way it literally stays on all the time. And so if we walk into a house and we're there for, difficulty breathing or whatever the case
Right.
may be, we walk into the house and this alarm goes off, then
Which would protect your life.
right, absolutely would make sure that our crews are safe, but it also gives us that suspicion that something else is going on and not just whatever the person called about, what they think is happening.
How did the foundation help you prepare for making sure all homes or residents that you visit are equipped to handle any such thing?
Sure. Well, in addition to all the equipment that's actually going on in our ambulances, the foundation has donated 2,000 carbon monoxide detectors that are going to be placed in local residences by their fire departments.
And then you also have an additional, as we were talking, just cherry on top in terms of diagnostic testing. What is that about?
Sure. So obviously, once this detector goes off, we know there's an exposure. There's a source of carbon monoxide in the residence or the business, whatever the case may be. At that point, we actually would change over to this device, which these devices were also donated by the Jeannie Williams Foundation. These Massimo Rad 57 detectors. These are non-invasive, so it means we don't have to do anything that hurts you.
Oh, that's
it literally
good.
is simple as putting this on a fingertip,
Like that.
right? We slide it right in, just like you see in the hospital or your doctor's office. And this is actually able to pick up on the levels of carbon monoxide in your blood.
So how many of these will you receive through the foundation?
So each of our ambulances is getting one of these, and then our partners at Fort Mill Rescue and also at River Hills Rescue, who provide ambulances within the county, they'll also have one on their ambulances as well.
And how did you raise the funds to provide the equipment?
Well, last year, 2016, we were the recipient for the large grant from the Junior Welfare League for the Gobble Wobble last
here in
year.
Rock Hill?
Right here,
Oh,
yes,
fantastic.
that's coming up soon for this year.
Yes.
We were the sole recipient, so we received, I think it was $57,000, a lot of money.
zeros.
Yes,
Yes.
a lot of money that we received from that. We also received a very generous donation from Morris Jenkins, and then just we had a Lego contest. We've had 2 Lego contests that we did for the fundraiser, and then we've done other fundraisers through Kendra Scott, and then the kids, Jeffrey's classmates, had bake sales, and then a lot of donations online that we just pinpointed toward for this project. And so we raised just over $93,000 worth of. Coming up at Christmasville, we have Jeffrey's Brick Contest, and Jeffrey loved Legos like most young children do, boys do especially. And so we have a contest, and so the participants can register online at ChristmasvilleRockhill.com before November 24th. And the donations that we receive from the registration, as well as people can come by and vote for a crowd favorite.
And if we want more information?
If you want more information about Jeffrey's Foundation, it's jeffreysfoundation.org is our website, and then we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter, and we're on Instagram.
Well, that's it for this edition of Carmen Miller's Talk of the Town Carolinas. If you'd like to see more beautiful homes in our area, simply go to homesfortmill.com. Perhaps you're thinking of buying or selling your home. Call Carmen Miller of the Miller Realty Group. Live where you love and love where you live. Until next time, this is Patty Mercer. Bye-bye.